All right,
Right.
everybody. So I'm going to go over kind of the intro of what we're doing here. We're going to try to make this as short as possible, but give you guys as much information as we can. We're going to go over, the Social Agent University Blowout Special and what exactly that is, because we kind of dropped it on you last minute. We're going to go over some follow-up and mindset stuff. Patrick's going to lead most of that. I'll jump in where I need to. David's going to talk about the Lion Desk partnership with the Social Agent and what we're doing with their system and their AI and how we're going to bring you guys a monthly lead generation system. Patrick will go over some business planning shortly after that, and then there's a few other things that we need to cover, and you guys can ask questions at the end. So I'll go ahead and start. A lot of you guys have been confused over the past, hell, how long have I've been doing this since the beginning. I've been working with you, David, since I started this, right? 4 years or so, I guess now. And over time, I'll be honest with you. You know, we had social agent training with just me is how it started. That's actually how I met Patrick. It's how I met David. Then it kind of led into some follow-up systems that we tried to partner with, and some of them worked out, some of them didn't work out. Then we had the social agent ISA service, and then now SAU, and so on and so forth, right? Things were kind of all over the board, and what we're doing now is we're consolidating to have a better structure for you guys, so things make sense. So moving forward, you guys know I still train in a different way. Everything is rolled under the Social Agent University now. My training is rolled under Social Agent University Lifetime or annual. We're going to bring you guys a different monthly option, which is what I mentioned to you guys on a post about, 3 weeks ago, Patrick? The price point's a little bit different, but Patrick will go over that. But the Social Agent University Blowout Special, what that is it's the Social Agent University Lifetime package that we typically offer at $29.99. And for you guys that are wondering, not $29, it's $3,000, $2,999 is what we offer it at. We've been kind of taking a look at everything, and we see that a lot of agents, unfortunately, are struggling very badly because of COVID. And I know your first question to yourselves are going to be, no, we're not. The real estate market's on fire. Yes, it is, but there are two incomes in most households, and both spouses are not always realtors. And a lot of those other spouses are suffering because of the shutdowns and slow business and people conserving cash. And, your extra cash as an agent has to go towards supporting your family. Well, if you can't generate leads, you can't get more business. Your referral network's only going to go so far, especially in a short period of time like what we're dealing with COVID. So I told my team, as much as I know our price points are already very affordable, because we run the $9.99 special, 3 times a year for SAU Lifetime. I said, let's make it affordable for everybody. I think $4.99 is a great price point. And keep in mind, we have back office staff we have to pay. I have people that help me set up ads. I could not possibly take on 1,000 new orders like we've had. Actually, it's almost closer to 1,500 new orders in the last 48 hours since we launched this. There's no way I could physically do this on my own. I have to hire help, right? So $4.99 was that price point. We offered it to you guys as kind of an early bird special before we do this webinar, because 10,000 plus people are probably going to see this webinar over the next 72 hours after we post it after we repost it in the Social Agent, and then we post it in the Lion Desk group, and so on and so forth. This system is the do-it-yourself model. It's the way that the Social Agent has always run, right? You get 3 ads set up by me or my team to get you rolling with leads. You get lots of content. You get drip campaigns. You get follow-up documents. Follow-up videos, training videos. Patrick, am I missing anything? You name it, it's there. Thousands of photos, tons of different ads that you could set up on your own. Basically, everything that I've ever created in my career um, in the real estate marketing world is offered in this package. Um, so that's what that is. Right now, the website is still set up to take a coupon code. Patrick, have you already opened it up to where it's just $4.99 on the site and they don't need a code yet?
It'll be done as soon as we get done with the webinar.
Okay, so guys, within 10 minutes of the webinar finishing up, I'll make sure that we have the thing changed so that you don't have to message us for a code and that you can just go straight to the website and order, and the price will automatically be $4.99. I am going to tell you from the very beginning when we launched this, we said that we were not going to take any more than 3,000 people. We were either going to run this until December 31st, or until we hit the 3,000th person or package sold. The reason is we can't handle any more than that. Really, it becomes a customer quality thing for us, and I am really big on customer service, and I don't want you guys, really to be waiting until June to get your ads set up. And that's what would happen if we took on 5 or 10,000 orders at that price point. That said, that's what that's going to be. If you want to get in, I think we're going to hit the 3,000th order within probably 2 weeks. I don't think this is going to last very long. So get in while you can, or wait and get it whenever you want. Next, we're going to go ahead and talk about follow-up and mindset. Patrick's going to handle that. Patrick, if you want me to jump in anywhere, let me know. And then shortly after that, we're going to let David do his thing and talk about the partnership and the things that we have coming with Social Agent and the AI and all that stuff.
Perfect. So before, it's kind of one of those things, before we let David talk about the benefits of some of the systems that we're kind of integrating and working and partnering with, I kind of want to go over some of the mindset with you guys, because one of the things we hear most from people is, great, I got leads, but now what? I don't understand what they're looking for. They're not immediately ready to go. What am I supposed to do with those? And so we kind of wanted to kind of give you guys all a real quick 5 to 8 minute snippet of the mindset that goes into lead generation and follow-up. And so the first thing we need to talk about is, what is the goal of lead generation? And I will tell you that if you're in sales, you're doing lead generation. If you're in sales with no lead generation, your business is quickly going to fizzle out. Anybody that's been doing sales for a while will tell you that. And so the goal of lead generation is to fill your pipeline. Most lead generation from any industry does not generate immediate customers that are ready to go right now. It's just not the way sales works. Sales generally requires you to kind of continually engage with your customer or potential customer over and over again until they're ready to purchase something, regardless of whether it's a home or something with us, whether it's LionDesk, whether it's a car, whether it's something else. It doesn't matter what it is. Customers need to kind of have a relationship with you. So the goal of lead generation is to fill up your pipeline so that 6 months from now or 12 months from now or 18 months from now, you're not struggling to find business. You have filled up that pipeline, and over time, that pipeline just becomes consistent business because you've put the work in on the front end. So who are online lead folks? Like when you start running ads and you're getting these leads, who are they? What is it that they want? And for the most part, these people have a very high level, I just know that I want to own a home, or I want to buy a home, or I want to own a house. I want to have something of my own. That's all they know. And they see something in front of them, causes them to submit their information. And what they're looking for is information from you guys. So it's very important when you guys follow up with your leads that you're not just hammering them right off the bat, like, hey, when can we go see houses? Hey, let's get you in front of a lender. It's really, really important to formulate that relationship and just kind of grow where they can trust you, right? So with that being said, you have to be willing to go through the motions. There are no shortcuts. There are no shiny objects that make things just happen, easy peasy. You got to be willing to put in the work, all right? And for the work, okay, when we talk about these real estate leads and we talk about lead gen in general, that is the follow-up. The money is in the follow-up. It's said so many times in many different industries, in many different groups, especially in the social agent, the money is in the follow-up. So you have to be willing to have a system in place to follow up with your leads as they come in. So there's many different ways to do that. Some people have a spreadsheet and they just keep all their leads on a spreadsheet and they go through and they do it. It's very clunky. It's not very efficient. A lot of people are using drip campaigns, which we've talked about before, where you just have a system that's automated and ready to go. And then there's a number of other services out there to kind of help with follow-up. And one of those services is the AI platform that LionDesk has. And I'm not going to get into exactly what it does or how it works. I'm going to let David explain that here in a second. But what you guys need to know is that we are combining our lead generation, our monthly lead generation service with LionDesk and partnering with them exclusively so that we can offer that to everybody going forward. So it is a start to finish, A to Z setup where we can get you leads, we can help nurture them, and then help convert them using the systems that LionDesk has. So remember, as far as mindset goes, leads require work. Every now and then you're going to get somebody that's just ready to go and you're lucky and hey, easy peasy. Most of these people require a little bit of work. Could be a month, could be 6 months. We have people in the group that have been converting leads from 2 or 3, 4 years ago from the very beginning. It just takes time and it takes work. But if you don't do it now, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months from now, you're going to be trying to figure out where your business is coming from and how you're going to pay your bills and how you're going to do all that kind of stuff. So,
hey, Patrick,
yes, sir.
I want to throw some statistics in here because it's making me think about it. I keep as much customer data as I possibly can. And David, you run a fairly large company. You get this. You run numbers. You keep Excel spreadsheets on probably every statistic you possibly can. The only ones I really focus on are how my clients are doing. So what I do is I'll send out emails. I'll send out Survey Monkeys or things like that. I try to gauge where we're at from a training perspective and how well my training is working for my clients. I know that you guys are not used to hearing this from other companies because most other companies won't tell you, oh yeah, I've got clients that don't do any business. I do. And you know why? It's because those clients don't work. They don't work their leads. They don't follow up. And I'm not afraid to tell you that I'm a no bullshit kind of guy. If you don't work your leads, you're not going to be successful, period. There's no special formula to this thing. Work your damn leads, get business, convert your leads, end of story. But I have about 25,000 trainees now at this point over the last 5 years between people that I've personally trained or did the video training or have done SAU. I just did a Survey Monkey and I posted those. I think I posted this the other day, maybe. But so far we were just shy of $3 billion in commissions that I could account for across the 25,000. Now, granted, it's probably more than that because not everybody responded. Not everybody took the time to fill out the form. I'm sure people's emails have changed and some of them bounced back. But if you average that out, I don't have a calculator in front of me. If one of you guys have one, do the math for me real quick. But 25,000 divided by 3 billion, I think when I did the numbers was about $120,000 in gross commission income per agent on average. That means that my average agent makes $120,000 a year just from social agent driven leads. That includes the ones who are doing way more than that in GCI and the ones that are doing zero. That's the average. I felt like that was relevant to the conversation you're having right now, Patrick, because there are those agents out there that hit me up and they go, man, I'm not getting nothing. Your service sucks. Like I'm not closing anything. And I am the kind of guy that will take the time, and I have done it many times, and you guys have seen me post in the group. I will log into their system. I will pull their leads and I will call every single one of them myself. And I will find out, hey, did you buy a house? Did you ever get called by Mary or whoever the agent is? And a lot of them will say, oh yeah, we bought a house 2 months ago, but we use such and such. No, we don't know who that is. No, we never heard from them. But overall, I end up seeing that 30 to 40% of the leads, 3 to 4 out of every 10 have bought a house already, or they're in the process of buying a house, but not with that person that generated the lead. And there could be other reasons for why they didn't use you, but most of the time it's because most agents that don't do good business, they call once or twice and then they throw that lead in the trash. The average time to get a lead to even respond to you is 8 to 10 contacts, or actually it's 8 to 12 contacts, meaning it takes 8 to 12 touches before a lead will even respond to you. And as Patrick said, you're going to get some leads that respond on the first one and say, hey man, I'm ready to go. Let's get pre-approved, right? But the average is 3 to 6% across the board will close with you. So 3 to 6%, 3 to 6 leads out of every 100 will close with you as long as you work them properly or you have a good follow-up system in place. And I think that's where, I know that's where the conversation with what David is going to talk to you guys about is going to be extremely instrumental and important for your business, because I love what I see with their AI, and it's going to help you guys convert. We're excited about this partnership, and I'm excited for Patrick to wrap up. No offense, and let David really tell you guys exactly what it is that him and I and our companies are partnering up to bring you guys, and the potential that it could have on helping you grow your business, taking it not just to the next level, but many levels above where you're at right now. Okay. So Patrick, go ahead and finish up what you're doing, do your thing, and I'm going to sit back and mute out and let you and David do your thing. Just yell at me if you need.
Yeah. So, and that's really the gist of it, guys. The mindset portion of this is super important. You have to be willing to put the work in to get the work out. It's, for those of you that got into real estate thinking it would be easy money, and then for those of you that have been here for a while and realize that's not exactly the way it works, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. So with that being said, I'm going to David, I'm going to try to open this up for you a little bit and then kind of let you talk a little bit about your stuff. So for those of you that have been around for a while, you know that we initially had the social agent that just had training. We didn't do managed lead gen or anything like that. But we did have a number of folks, thousands of folks that were like, hey, I don't have time to do it. I don't have time to manage it. I don't have time to run it. I don't want to worry about ad spend. Do you guys have a managed service? And so we created one. We launched that the beginning of 2019. It's been in play. We rebranded it, changed the name towards the end of the year last year. And that's kind of been going strong through this year. We have now worked with LionDesk to partner with them and put together a program that not only has the lead generation portion, but will have the follow-up portion and some conversion there that goes with that. We are going to start at the beginning of the year working and providing lead generation exclusively for LionDesk. So if you are going to want this service starting January 1st, you're going to have to go through LionDesk to get it. It's not going to be available to the masses any longer. So David, I'm going to kind of let you take over. I think it's easy to say we, the social agent, are going to be providing the lead generation portion, and David's team is going to be kind of helping taking it from there once they get into your CRM and moving forward. So David, is that a good jumping off point for you?
Sure, man. Yeah. Let me bring up something that you mentioned in terms of the follow-up, right? I think, everybody wants it to be done and get rich really quickly. And I heard somebody ask Warren Buffett, who I actually met when I was 18, how come people don't just copy what you do? And he said, it's because people don't want to get rich slow, right? Everybody wants to get rich quickly, but they don't want to take the time to do it. And one of the analogies that I always say is that follow-up is like watching a parade, and you're sitting there on the stands, and the people that are right in front of you, right, as the parade goes by, those are the ones that are ready to buy or sell right now. But you have a huge amount that hasn't even been there yet. And what you have to do is continue the follow-up as soon as they get on that parade float all the way through until they're right in front of you. And if you haven't contacted them, they're gone. They're already past you, and it's too late because they've gone on to somebody else. And so with that in mind, one of the things that we put together is automating all the follow-up. So when you get the program through Social Agent, which is going to be a totally done-for-you system, they're going to do the Facebook ad design. They're going to set up the targeted audience, the ad management, the training, and everything else. And then when those leads are generated, it's automatically going to be dumped in the Lion Desk, and we're going to start our AI follow-up system. And it's currently text message, although we're going to have, and this is brand new, I don't even know if you know about this, William, or not, the emails are also going to be AI as well. So the follow-up is going to be all
Nice.
automated. The only thing you're going to have to do is make sure you make phone calls, right? Because obviously email, text, and phone calls, that's going to give you the highest conversion rate. And so with the program that's put in place, and I know there's, guaranteed leads you guys are going to get, but we're going to throw in that AI. And just on the texting, there's 26 or 30 text messages, I believe, over the course of 12 months. So again, that parade analogy, we're going to continue to follow up on your behalf, and you're going to be able to see everything on your phone. So all the conversations that are happening, if the client responds back, that AI is smart enough to keep asking qualifying questions, which you're going to be able to see inside of the Lion Desk platform on your contact profile, and jump in at any time, right? But I think the biggest thing about this partnership that we put together, and like William, we did meet a long time ago, man. Probably right when I got into the game inside of real estate, 2015-ish, right? 2016.
Yeah, I think it was end of 2016.
Yeah, and so with the package that we put together, this whole done for you system is going to be a game changer, right? In terms of the lead generation, leveraging what Social Agent does, and then throwing in the follow up forever and follow up fast, right? Two big important things: follow up fast, follow up forever, and that's where the Lion Desk connection comes in, because we're going to be able to put this together for you guys, and the goal is to convert more appointments for you guys. So, I'm super pumped about it. And we're going to be posting, I believe, very quickly here, kind of a pre-sale, pre-launch package in terms of when we're going to be launching this thing. And so for anybody who, for this program, we have clients that want to do all their own stuff, but then we have a lot more clients who are just like, hey, I'm busy, and all I want to do is talk to people and sell them. And I don't have to worry about what's my ad creation going to look like. How do you go in there and target people? I mean, it's complicated. And in fact, Facebook is making it more complicated, right? If you look at the ads manager, I mean, it's more complicated today than it was a year ago, and they redesigned it. I think it's by design. So I'm pumped about it. I think that you guys are really going to love it. And, we put a lot of thought and effort into making this thing work. We're going to have great support between the two companies. And I think you guys are really going to generate a lot of revenue on it, just because of the lead gen plus the AI.
Yeah, and I want to add a little bit more substance to this, because I think both me and David are being a little bit modest about this thing, because it's new for everybody. But when he says between the two companies, we are really working hard on the back end. Our team has been working on this for months. I'll be honest, I prematurely announced that this was coming. I think both David and I did, because we were excited about it. But there was a lot that went into it. We wanted it to be perfect. Our teams have been working on this for a long time. And, when you sign up for the done for you service, that means that we are the ones running the ads on our side. We are sending the leads into your Lion Desk system. Lion Desk's AI and follow-up is kicking in to work those leads for you, and you are able to focus on your business and just work the leads as they respond. We are setting this up so that it doesn't feel like you're working with two different companies. We're setting it up so that it feels like you're working with one seamless company. And that leads back into what I said earlier. I've had partnerships with X, Y, Z, and it's always felt like such a busy and convoluted process. Like, oh no, you don't go to me here at XYZ company, you go to the Social Agent. Oh no, you don't go to Social Agent, you go to such and such. That you're going to have one support email. It's probably going to be something like Social Agent at liondesk.com or something like that. Or something like that. That will push that out so that we have a support ticket system. David, you guys know about that better than me. Our teams have been working on that. Guys, I'll be honest with you. My team has been instrumental in the process. I do one thing, or a couple of things. I focus on how my agents are converting and what my ad creation and lead generation looks like. That's my lane. That's what I do, right? David focuses on how is my company running? Is my AI working, or is my system working for my clients? And his team makes sure that they execute the rest. That's how you run a good company, and that's what we're doing for you guys here with this. So when you want to, if you want to sign up for the done for you service, I believe we're doing a guaranteed lead count. Those packages are going to come. I'm not going to say anything about what the packages are going to look like. They'll be similar to what the current Social Agent Broker Edition looks like, which is going to kind of fade out, and you have to go through LionDesk to get this service. But we're going to do a big early bird kind of get in now, get a big discount kind of thing. David's team is working on that with my team. And once we have that landing page ready for you guys to submit that you want it, we will post it in both the Social Agent. We'll post it in the LionDesk group. I believe, David, you're going to send it out to all your contacts and all that stuff, all your clients.
Yep.
And we'll launch it. We'll launch it when it's ready in due process so that it's ready for you guys. If you guys have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me, Phil, or my team. We would feel that we will be the ones filling questions. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that real quick, let me answer a couple of questions that have come in real quick. Teresa's asking, she asked David, and so I'll read it and I'll kind of let David differentiate, but they're asking what the difference is between the new ad portal you guys have launched and then what this is going to be. My short answer is simply that the ad portal makes it easier, but you still have to manage your ads, and you still have to, follow up with your ad spend and, keeping up with them. You still have to do all the same stuff, but it makes it easier to integrate with versus the done for you,
Yep.
which is totally hands off, and all you have to focus on is making the phone calls, and that's it. But is that an accurate answer to that question?
Yeah, there's two types of clients that we found out, and this is in everything that we've done. It's those that just want to go do it themselves, and then there's those want to do it for me, right? And so this is the do it for me, the really hey guys, you're going to guarantee me leads. Awesome. I'm going to give you this. It's the concierge service, right? You're going to have all the expertise that Patrick and William and Social Agent have in terms of the ads and the creation. And so that's the difference between the two. And the ad portal is, if you just want to go in there and create an ad yourself, you can do that. And that's, the kind of do-it-yourself model, right? We have the same thing with another product that we offer as well, which is like when I sign up for LionDesk, I'm either going to set it up on my own or I'm going to, pay for somebody to do it for me. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. It's not that one is, 10 times better than the other. It's just how much time do you have to manage your business today, right? And if you're busy, I'm going to be the guy that says, pay it for me. I mean, that's why people use real estate agents, right? I mean, otherwise they're just going to be browsing themselves and looking through contracts and everything else. But it's like you pay it for a service because a service provides a lot of value. And that's what this is.
Right. So let me answer a couple of these other questions because they're relevant to what we do here. So Donna Mates, where do you, when you sign up, how do you choose the done for you? Okay. So initially, we're gonna push out a landing page for you guys soon. David's team is working on that right now. You guys can submit there. One of David's sales team members will call you and get you signed up for that. After we end up officially launching this, we will also add the done for you service as a banner on the Social Agent University website. And when you click that, it'll take you to the landing page for you to sign up and have LionDesk call you. Now, there's another question. Richard Bruce, what's up, man? How are you doing? I believe you're in New Orleans, right? I think you already signed up for SAU Lifetime if I didn't just see your order come in a minute ago. There's a difference, guys. The SAU Lifetime, that is the service that is do it yourself, so to speak. My team still goes into your system, but they go into your ads manager and they set up your ads for you. They'll go into your CRM and set up your drip campaign if you want that option. You get support for life. That's if you want it similar to David's system. That's if you want it done, if you want to do it yourself, so that you manage your own ads, you manage your ad spend, you manage everything, and you have support from us for life. Or you have the done for you service, which is where you'll click on our website or that landing page that we gave you, and you'll sign up for the service with LionDesk. We are the ones that are creating and running the ads for you, so it's still a social agent created system. And then David's team or my team is setting up David's AI inside of your CRM. But if you want to buy SAU Lifetime and you don't want the done for you service, you can still get LionDesk, and we can still set up the AI for you. You just have to pay for it and make that a part of the package that you buy from LionDesk. And make no mistake, guys, whether you sign up for SAU Lifetime or the do it yourself or the done for you service, we still wholeheartedly recommend LionDesk for the follow up, no matter which way. And a lot of our clients do. We've sold a lot of SAU Lifetime packages where people are just doing it themselves and having us create the ads, and they're managing their ads on their own. And they also use LionDesk. I mean, hell, I think over the years, thousands of my clients have become LionDesk clients. Probably, hell, I don't want to embellish the number, but it has to be 5 figures. So it's been a lot. So that's the difference. The reason I'm going on and on about this, guys, I'm sorry, Patrick. I know I'm babbling a little bit, is because I need you guys to understand the difference. So I'm going to say it one more time. SAU Lifetime is, we set up the ads, we get everything ready for you, we set up your CRM, you manage everything after that. The ad spend is controlled by you, everything's controlled by you. With the done for you service is done through LionDesk moving forward. You can find it on SAU after we add it soon. We will post it to the group. We will let you know when it's live. That's all done through LionDesk. We still set up the ads for you, but we manage everything. You don't touch anything. You just log into your LionDesk. You see your leads coming in. You watch the AI go to work, and you work your leads. That's it. I hope I'm making this very clear for you guys, because I want you to really understand what that is. I'm going to let Patrick talk now. We're going to answer a few more of these questions, and then we're going to go on to a couple more things, and then we're going to end the webinar because we don't want to drag it on too long.
Right. So let me just address a couple questions. So Teresa had a follow-up question that if it's automated, how do you know which ad works best? The social agent done for you lead generation has always been, we run ads all across the country. We know which of our ads work the best, which ones have the highest conversion. And so we will run the ad in your area that makes the most sense for the leads that you need. If there's a problem with it, we can kind of alter that a little bit. Every now and then, you run into an issue where you have somebody that's like, lives on the border. I live on this side of the city, and 10 minutes this way, I'm in another state. Some of those, sometimes we have to mess with a little bit, but for the most part, we will make sure that gets taken care of. Lisa Johnson had a question about her current Social Agent Broker Edition. If you guys currently have lead generation done for you by Social Agent Broker Edition and you want to keep that, you can keep that as long as you want it. But for new customers after January 1st, new customers that don't currently have it, will have to go through LionDesk. LionDesk will be your point of contact. We'll direct you there so that we can work that on the back end. It will be just one package. You won't be able to split it up like you can right now. I'm gonna make one correction. You said January 1st. I think we're gonna make that switch over when we launch when David's team is ready to launch the discount special, and I think that's gonna be soon. So if that happens in the next week, if that happens before that, then that's going to be it. You will no longer be able to sign up for Social Agent Broker Edition. It has to go through LionDesk once we make that announcement. Right. Okay.
I'm going to answer a couple more things real quick because Michelle's asked this question twice already. Michelle, if you already paid for LionDesk, we'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll figure it out with the team when they're on the sales call when you add on those packages. Also, for the price points, David and I and my team are still working on a few things. But all price points and all packages that we offer already include ad spend and a lead guarantee. We're just not exactly sure what that's going to be from a discount perspective. So I'm not going to say anything on this call because I don't want anybody to call me a liar later on down the road. Joe Sailing, his question. I have both SAU Lifetime and LionDesk right now. Does LionDesk have any of the campaigns that are better set for SAU ads? Joe, set up a support call with SAU with the SAU Lifetime. You have support hours. Jennifer will go over that with you. Yes, we have tons of drip campaigns and follow-up campaigns inside of LionDesk already that we can load for you. And if you decide to transition to the done for you service that goes through LionDesk, I'm sure that the sales team can easily transition you over to that and add whatever they need to for you there. All right, Patrick, let's go ahead and move on. If anybody else has any questions, let's message me directly. I don't mind answering those questions for you. Just message me on Facebook. But at the moment, I'm sure David's a busy man. If you want to add anything, please add now. If you want to, if you want to hang out for the rest of the webinar, you're free to. But I know you got a lot going on, so you're free to drop off whenever you're ready. And Patrick's going to move on to talking about business planning for 2021.
Okay, cool. Just real quick, and then I got to drop off. But when I say we, William and Patrick and myself and our teams are ready for it, guys, then we'll put out the landing page, like we said, just to reiterate, with the sign up process. And then that's going to break down the different plans. I think there's going to be 3 different plans that we're going to be offering. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to help you guys because, like William said, it's a completely done for you concierge service, lead generation, and follow-up. And the follow-up, just to give you some numbers on it, I think we're getting a 65 or 70% response rate on the follow-up that we put in place on the AI, either a yes, a no, or a maybe, right? To put that in comparison, William talked about this earlier, how we have a lot of data inside of LionDesk. I looked at a sample set, 5,000 leads, and they came from Zillow, and the response rate on the Zillow leads were maybe 1/10 of that, okay? And so with the program that he's put in place with their expertise with the follow-up, this is gonna generate a ton of GCI for you guys. I'm super pumped about it. So as soon as it's ready, I wish it was ready today, but we've got team members and they've been hustling on it on the design side and on the operation side. But as soon as it's ready, we'll push it out, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. Okay.
Perfect. Exactly. It'll go out. I'll just reiterate. It's going to go out via both groups. It's going to go out to all of our email contacts, and I'm sure David's team will probably email all of their clients as well to let you know that it's ready, so that we can start getting you guys cracking on leads. David, thank you so much for being here, man. I know you guys are very busy. Tell the team I said hello, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, guys. See you guys. See you, Patrick.
Thanks, Dave. Appreciate you, brother. All right. So I can't tell. William, can you see me now that David's off and it's just you're the only other panelist? Can you see me?
Unfortunately, I can't see you.
Good deal. All right. So I want to go through a couple things, you guys, real quick. I want to get away from the product stuff, talk about product stuff. I want to kind of go transition back into kind of some, not mindset, but business planning for you guys, right? So every year you guys should be business planning. Okay. Right around the November, December timeframe, you should be getting ready to figure out what you're going to do for the next year. So for those of us who do this every year, and all of you should be doing it, we realized that, 12 months ago, we sat down and we laid out our business plan. We did a review and we kind of looked at what we wanted to do. And then COVID hit and everything kind of went to shit. Excuse my French, it just did, right? So all the plans we had, all the things we were going to do, all the clients we were going to help sell property to, it all kind of went sideways. As William mentioned previously, the market's kind of rebounded and it's exploding. But now we're running into problems with supply and multiple offers, and we have clients that just can't get anything. And so we have all this stuff that we still kind of have to integrate for. With 2021 just around the corner, it is still important for you guys to start business planning with COVID in mind, with everything else that's going in. So when we start talking about business planning, the biggest question I get is like, why do I need a business plan? I'm not a huge company. I'm just a single agent, or it's just me and a couple people on my team. What is the point of business planning? Well, the point of business planning for all of you should be simply this. If you don't know where you're going, you don't know how to get there, right? If you have no idea where you're going on vacation, you just start driving, you're never going to end up anywhere specific. You got to have a goal in mind. So business planning gives you that end goal, and then the planning portion is how you're going to get to it, right? So the very first thing you have to do after you decide that you're going to do business planning, because you're all going to do business planning this year, is to retroactively look back at everything you've done in the past. So in a normal year, I would tell you, go back and figure out where are your deals coming from. Which lead gen options are most fruitful for you? Where are you spending most of your money? How much time are you spending to generate that business? Because if you're spending a lot of money on something and putting a lot of effort into it and not getting anything back, it may not be worth it. But if you're putting a lot of time and a lot of effort and you're getting, business back from that, you want to keep doing that. You also need to figure out if your existing lead gen sources, whether it's the social agent, whether it's posting things on Facebook, trying to create organic engagement, whether it's volunteering, whether it is doing pop buys, whether it's sponsoring sports events, whether it's door knocking, calling expireds, anything else that you can think of for lead gen. If you have those and you feel like they should be more successful than they are, you need to kind of look and see if you've been doing things the right way. So going back and looking at everything you've done in the past to get to where you're at and figuring out which things are most beneficial for you and which things are kind of just, I did them. I didn't really get much from it. I've talked to agents before. They're like, I spent, $15,000 on a billboard for 3 months, on the side of a busy highway, and I got 2 calls off of it and a bunch of dirty pictures. It's like, so it's, that obviously didn't work and didn't get the results you wanted. So you're not going to do that again. Right. So once you've looked back, now you got to look forward and figure out what are your goals. Right. And goals for us, okay, for all of us, okay, I don't just mean business goals, guys. I mean, what is it that you want to do next year? Do you want to travel? Do you want to put more money away in savings because this year kind of took a hit to your savings just trying to get by, and you want to build that back up? Do you want a new car? Do you want a new house? Do you want to, to be able to travel with your family and take your kids on different, excursions and stuff and create memories? What is it that you want? All right. Because none of us want to work just for the sake of working. We want to work to provide income, to provide freedom for us to do the things that we really enjoy in life. So figuring out your personal goals and figuring out how those work out, and then adding in business goals. Like, I want to get a designation. I want to learn about a specific topic. Maybe I'm trying to get into commercial, and so I want to take some commercial classes and learn about that stuff. All that stuff kind of goes into your goals section. And then you need to backtrack from your goals and figure out how much it's all going to cost, right? So these are all the things I want to do. Here's how much it costs to do it. And then you need to backtrack from there. Everything in your business can be backtracked to figuring out how many people do you need to talk to make a deal happen? How many contracts do you have to write per closing? How many leads that come into your system before they funnel down and become actual clients do you need? And so by figuring out how much money you need, what your average commission is, what your average price point is, and figuring out how many deals you need to get done, you can start backtracking, figure out and look at all those metrics, all right, to figure out what works best. For the most part, for most of us, you got to pour a ton of leads in at the top of the funnel, work them as they come down, and then clients just spit out the bottom. That's the way it should work. All right. For those of you that are a part of Social Agent University, I put up last year the business planning video series that's there. It goes into a lot more detail. I would suggest you guys go back and watch that. I'm probably going to add some additional supplementation videos to that because of COVID. But go back and watch that. And there's calculations there and how to figure out some of the stuff and some workflow sheets and stuff there that you can use. All right. So that's the business planning section of the webinar. Again, I just want to get you guys ready.
Hey, Patrick, I'm going to step away for a second. I forgot my
that's fine.
my charger.
So I just want to get you guys ready for 2021, right? It's been a heck of a year. We've all kind of had things go sideways on us. And so you really need to have a beacon moving forward. So that's it. That's done. All right. So I'm going to recap a couple things for you guys, a few things for you guys, and then answer some more questions before we jump off. All right. The first thing that I want to mention to you guys, this is the final product thing that I want to bring to you, is we have had a number of folks come to us this year and ask us, hey, do you guys just have social media content that I can post outside of, SAU? Do you have, can I just get that portion, stuff to post on all your various social media, templates for blogs that you can copy and paste and put in there and stuff like that. And so we have spent some time over the last few months working with a partner of ours that is going to start providing us with those types of things. I'm not going to get into the details because I'll be honest with you, we're still working out just exactly what it's going to be. But it's, it's dozens and dozens and dozens of social media posting and a calendar to do it. It's templates. It's all kinds of other stuff that you can filter into create organic lead generation. Organic lead generation is great because it doesn't cost money. It's supposed to be organic and it just happens. And so that's just one more way to kind of bring you guys into the lead gen space where you're not spending money every single month, other than, what you might pay for the content. So Social Agent Designs is what that's going to be. When we get ready to push that out, which will be here probably in the next week or so, we will announce that in the group. It'll be on Social Agent University's website. We'll push it out to everybody, and that'll be there. As a reiteration of the LionDesk partnership, as soon as we are ready to go with the pre-launch, the soft launch sale, once we get to that point moving forward, the Social Agent Broker Edition or the lead generation done for you service that we currently have is going to be phased out because we are going to begin exclusively providing lead gen services for LionDesk customers via this package. And so if you want that done for you, by us, then it'll move into LionDesk. If you currently have that with us, nothing changes. Your stuff stays just as it is. You can keep it as long as you want. But that specifically applies to new clients. The only other thing that I'll mention is the Social Agent University Blowout Special. I just want to mention that one more time. It's $4.99. It's the cheapest we've ever offered it. It's going to be going till the end of the year or until we get to a point where the team just can't handle any more influx of folks. We're about halfway there. But the idea is, we already have the calendar. It's already 3 weeks out or 4 weeks out for getting ads set up. We're cramming those in as fast as we can, but if we just let it go continuously, it gets to a point where we have a customer service issue where you guys are waiting 3 or 4 months to get ads set up and nobody wants to deal with that. We don't want that to happen to you. We don't want to have to deal with it on our side from the customer service perspective. And we definitely don't want to work the staff into the ground where they, get sick and can't come into work anymore and stuff like that. Plus they complain a lot.
Guys,
so
I'm gonna add something here because I know you guys hear me say a lot of things over and over again, but there's a reason. It's because the questions get asked over and over again. Here's what you get. Okay. You're getting pre-written ads customized to your market. Nothing is cookie cutter. When we do ads, we look at the market, where you're at, what zip codes you're in, what type of home needs to be used, what type of demographic you have within the guidelines of what we're supposed to be doing. By the way, I need to add that. There are a lot of things that go into building these ads. Okay. They're done for you. This is the only part of this is that I would say it's done for you. We go into your ads manager, we set the ads up for you, we put the script in, we do the forms, we connect the CRM, we do it all. So that way, when you're ready to run ads and get leads, all you have to do is turn on your ads manager, go into your ads manager, turn on your ads, and you're done. Patrick, can you see me on the screen? Okay.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. You get thousands of pre-edited photos. Actually, it's probably 12,000 or so plus. I mean, I don't know how many are in there now, but I've got a ton. We're still adding every day. Our drip campaign library, follow-up scripts, sales training videos, business training videos, memes to use for, conversation starters, engagement posts, new content's added weekly, or at least we try to do that because we have a lot of stuff going on. If we miss something, we'll add a little bit extra the next week. One thing that we have missed is the quarterly group coaching calls. I know there are some of you that are a little bit sour about that. Guys, I don't know how much you follow me, and this is not a sob story or whatever. I've been pretty sick. I just had surgery on my esophagus because they finally figured out what was going on. That's why I haven't done the calls. I just haven't felt good. I'm obviously back in action now. I'm still recovering. I'm just 3.5 weeks out, Patrick, from surgery ish, something like that. I honestly should have delayed this call because I'm still kind of not 100%, but I didn't want to reset this on you guys again. So I will get the quarterly group coaching calls going. For those of you that have had Lifetime for 3 or 4 quarters and haven't had calls with me, I'll make it up to you. I'll get you some extra goodies and ads and stuff like that to make it right. The best part of it is you get 5 hours a year of live support. So if you have an ad, let's say you're in Arizona and Arizona says, hey, every new buyer, whether you're a first-time home buyer or not, is going to get sorry guys, my laptop is still not plugged up. There we go. Is going to get $15,000 for a down payment. You want to run an ad for that. You don't know how to do it because you're focused on business. You can set up a support call. My support team will go into your system, create the graphic for you, help you figure out what the verbiage needs to be, do the lead form, connect it to your CRM, help you set up everything. That's what this is for. And to be quite honest with you, taking so many orders at $4.99 makes me uncomfortable, but we're doing it for you guys because COVID has kind of screwed a lot of us in a lot of ways. I'm watching friends here personally. I am also a realtor. Patrick is a broker. We own a brokerage for those of you who don't know. We have 80 to 100 agents somewhere like that between Texas and Nevada. And we see them doing great. And I'll be honest with you, our business from a real estate perspective is doing great. But we also are watching their spouses struggle because their spouses are, in businesses that are shutting down or they're causing them to not be able to work. And it puts a strain on them financially. And we know a lot of you may be in that situation and we want to help you. I mean, just since we've been on this call, I've seen probably 30 orders come in. And again, guys, not that I don't want to offer it to everyone, we just can't. We're over 1,548 hours already. We're probably going to hit 3,000, which is going to push the calendar out. It's going to end up having me on webinars every day, all day when I should be in bed chilling, but that's okay. It's a one-time thing and I want to see you guys do well. So we're willing to do that. Now, I'm getting the same question. People are messaging me on Facebook. I'm going to reiterate this one more time. I'm sorry, guys, for you guys who are hearing this repeat. And we still have more to this webinar, so I would stick around if I were you. There are 2 different things. SAU Lifetime is not affiliated with the Lion Desk program. SAU Lifetime is what I just talked to you about. It's www.socialagentuniversity.com. If you want to sign up right this second, while you're on this call, you can use the code 2020 FIFTY, all caps, and it'll change the price to $4.99. Shortly after we end this webinar, Patrick will just go in there and change the website to where it's $4.99. You don't need a code. You can just check out. Lion Desk is the done for you service where we run the ads out of our ads manager. You pay a monthly fee for that, whether it's probably going to be $3.99, $4.99, $5.99, $6.99. There's going to be different packages. That's what that is. SAU Lifetime is a one-time fee of $4.99, and then you spend whatever you want to spend on ad spend. You can turn your ads on and off. You have full control. That's what that is. All right. I'm done with that. I'm not going to repeat that again. If you guys have questions, feel free to message me. Patrick, are you done with business planning yet?
I am, and we kind of reviewed everything. I think when you left to go snag something. So I was just going to answer a couple more questions, and then we can be done. Keep it right at an hour.
Did you already go over the new package that's coming?
I did. We talked about it. we kind of briefed them on it. Didn't let them know the specifics are still being worked out, but that's coming out here in the next week or so anyway. And we'll push that out to everybody.
Okay.
So
Here's what I want to do now. That's covered. I just recovered the Lion Disc partnership and the blowout special. I don't ever want these things to come off as big giant sales calls, because that's not what this is for. I just don't want you guys to miss out on something that's never going to be offered again. Because I'm going to be honest with you, when this is over, I'll probably never offer. I don't even want to say probably. I'm likely never going to offer $4.99 ever again. Like I have killed myself with my team over the years to put together all of the stuff that we offer. I know its value. It's just like you guys. You guys know your value. You're not going to sell a house for 1%. You want 3, or you want 2.5. You're not going to sell the house for 1% because your value is worth more than that. So are my products and my ads and the things that I work on. I'm only doing this because of the state of our country and the state of a lot of people's financial situations. And I want you guys to survive. I don't want you to hurt. I'm going to answer questions now in the chat box. I'm going to give this 5 minutes, and then we're going to end this call. One question I'm going to answer, well, it's kind of a semi question. She said, I need to jump in listings more easily. I will tell you that outside of my first time home buyer ad, pretty much all of my ads get a good mix of buyer and seller. You have to remember this. When a person decides to sell their home, they don't just go, okay, let's throw our home on the market, let's sell it, and then we're going to go out and look for what we want to buy. That's not how that works. What those people do is they end up online. They end up seeing ads like yours if you're lucky enough to have done our service and gotten in front of the right people. Those people submit and they say, hey, yeah, I'm looking for a house, for $400K and blah, blah, blah. Well, do you have a home to sell? Actually, yes, I do. Why? Because those people aren't selling their homes first and then going out looking for what they want. They get online. They start to look at what's out there. They start to look at price points. They start to look at what they can afford. They start to talk to agents. And then once they get to the point where they know what they want and where they want to go, then they start looking to start selling their home. And if you are advertising, you talk to these people, you ask the right questions. One of the first questions you should ask a lead once they start talking to you is, do you already own a home? Do you need to sell your home first? I can help you with that also. Because believe it or not, because the term, and this is created by agents, this is a problem that agents created for themselves. They call themselves, oh, I'm a buyer's agent. Oh, no, I'm a listing agent. I'm a buyer specialist. I'm a listing specialist. No, you are realtors. You help people buy and sell homes. The problem is because the public hears that so much, they think that agents are either people who help buy homes or sell homes. I have seen so many times where my clients get a lead and that lead is buying a house with Tim, signs a buyer's rep agreement, but then they find out that couple is selling a house with another agent. And they go, why didn't you just use me? Oh, well, I thought you just helped me buy homes. I have seen that so many times, it's ridiculous. So when you get leads off of my ads, please make sure that you are asking that question or you're costing yourself thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't see any other questions popping up in here.
I have a couple on the Q&A, outside the chat box in the Q&A. Let me bang through those real quick.
All right.
Rebecca asked if the Done For You covers updating ads as Facebook changes rules. Yes, it does. As Facebook changes their rules, we have to go in and redo those. We refresh them. We keep them, compliant moving forward. So we handle that stuff. So that's good. Alberto, we do not currently have any integrations for website side stuff. If you had somebody that you wanted to work with, we could probably give you some advice on who might be able to help you with that. But we don't currently have that part integrated into our setup. Deborah Riggs, if you sign up today, we'll be billed in January when it rolls out. As soon as you sign up, it's not going to be offered until it's ready to roll out. So as soon as you sign up, billing will start. So you can't sign up and then delay billing moving forward in the future. Ari asked if you currently have Save and Lion Disc, can they be integrated at one price? So as this launches, this will be for current Lion Disc clients will be an add-on package. So at that point, you can call them, talk to their sales team, they'll walk you through it. You can read all the info on the landing page and so on and so forth. So you'll be able to add that onto your current service. So I want to say yes to your question, but it's going to be like an add-on. It's not going to be billed as like one whole thing. You'll see multiple line items in your bill. Let me see here. Becky Meyer asking, so when you schedule a support call, her question is can we help with any CRM? The answer is yes, but I will give you the caveat that there are about 20 mainstream CRMs that we have intimate knowledge of that we can work through a lot of stuff with you on. If your CRM is a off the wall, one system that somebody built in their garage, we can try. But if it's not one of those mainline, top 20 used systems out there, it tends to be a programmer or designer side on their side. It tends to be the issue, and we can't get in there and do anything with that. So unless it's one of the mainstream ones where we have a lot of pull and we know the system really well, we may not be able to help with those. So I'm going to say yes to your question, any CRM. I'm just going to make the caveat if it is a off the wall, random system that, that maybe 4 people use in the whole world, we may not be able to work with that because it tends to be a technical issue on their side usually. So those are all the questions I see on my side. I know that there's a ton of other questions, guys, but we want to keep this at less than an hour as we push out. So if you have questions, you can message William directly. This webinar is being live streamed into the Facebook group. You can ask questions below that, and we'll reach out and get answers for those. But those are probably your 2 best bets for getting your additional questions answered. Otherwise, we can here for 6 hours answering questions. And while we like doing it, you guys have stuff to do and we have stuff to do too. So
and I'm also going to have when this video is done, I'm also going to have it uploaded to the SAU YouTube channel, and then I will repost that link in the group because a lot of people don't get notified when other people go live in the group, but they get notified when I go live in the group. So not a lot of people even saw this pop up. I will repost this tonight so you can rewatch it if you want to, or you can send it to your friends. And right after this is over, Patrick is going to open up the website so you no longer need a code. But if you do need the code, if for some reason it doesn't take or whatever, I've mentioned the code on here. It's 2020 FIFTY, so 202050, all caps, to get the discount on SAU Lifetime. We are currently at 1,650 people signed up. Do what you do, get your stuff in. Let me know if you have any questions by sending me a message. Otherwise, I'm glad I was finally able to get this webinar done for you guys. Thank you for being so patient. I'm glad I'm back to work full time, and message me if you need me.
All right. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a good day.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye-bye.